Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adam, and today we are going to be starting a new series. This is Banished by Shining Rock Software, and I'll be kind of starting a little let's play of this because I am notoriously bad at city builder games, and my friend convinced me to get this, and I've kind of played a pilot town and I kind of enjoy it a little bit, so we'll see how this series goes. I generally don't like doing kind of the oversaturated thing on YouTube at the time, and that is what this is. Everyone is doing it, so I generally don't like doing that, but I really enjoy this game, and I need to get another series going other than just Euphoria on the channel. So seeing that I'm enjoying this game so much, why not make it this? So what exactly sets me apart from the other YouTubers that play this game? Well, I am a lot of the times more analytical. I am a quite analytical person, and though I have limited knowledge of this game, I kind of understand how the AI works and how to optimally build a town, hopefully, maybe. And so I guess that would kind of set me apart. I'm going to be building for, the most optimal town / civilization as I can, and kind of explain exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing, even though it may not be right, but you'll kind of get the thought process that I have behind it. So let's go ahead and start a new town. Let's see. A good town name. Let's see here. Let's call it. Should have thought about this before I started the video, but I'm not going to be very original. Let's just call this Town First. Alright, Town the First. Valleys, large terrain, mild climate, disasters on medium starting conditions. So let's go ahead and get this all loaded up and see what the game gives us, because starting locations is a very important thing, and if you don't get a really good starting location, things can start kind of just falling apart, and you can't do much about it other than just try to overcome the challenges and succeed. Alright. I will try to be making these videos about 30 minutes long or so, and I'll try not to let them run too long. So let's go ahead and let's view our surroundings. So first thing, my only complaint about this game is it doesn't window itself properly. As you see here, the mouse cursor, and it's just off the screen into my other monitor. It doesn't window itself, so though I'd love to just pan around and not have to use my keyboard for anything, I will not be able to do that. So let's see here. Let's take a view of where we are situated. We are situated right next to a river, which isn't that bad, and actually in what I would consider a very good starting location. We have a Pelico. Alright, this will make for an interesting start, that is for sure. So let's go ahead and get some of these menus up here that I deem useful. Event log, not so much useful towards the beginning, so I'll put the resource limit cap thing kind of over that as well. We have a map if we want it, but as you see here, we have 3 lakes on the map, and we are situated near one, with the main river kind of running through it. Alright, so our very first priority, which I would deem the most important, I'm going to assign 6 builders, And what we are going to do, we are going to be building 5 houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to rotate this last one and line it up. That 5, making that 5. We will also be installing another stockpile, because I find that 1 is not quite enough, so I'm going to install an even larger stockpile. And that should be good for now, and I guess we should give our laborers something to do in the meantime, so let's go ahead and clear slightly behind our camp. Let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. And we'll go ahead and go up to 5 times speed. Now, I'm saying go ahead way too much. I'll go ahead and stop saying that. So we have our laborers doing some work. We already have our very first house built. We shall call this Omega. The end. It is the end. Or shall we call it the beginning? So depending on how far this series goes, how well I do, and how much you guys are liking it, will kind of depend on how long the series itself lasts, and whether I will take this town all the way to full success or full failure, whether I will start a new one or not. So we only have 1 house remaining, and it is itself pretty much almost complete. So our very next thing to do is to get some food resources starting, and I find it best to start with a gatherer. And this is such a large open area here that is very good. I want to leave a pretty good location for expansion in the future. So what we'll do, place a gatherer's hut here, maybe up a little bit further, probably here and down a little bit. Yeah, right there. So so there's that. And this is one of the most efficient ways of collecting food resources early, which would be very beneficial for us. Let's go ahead and not use so many builders, and let some of our laborers do some of the work, so everyone is happy. And just to make our people work a little bit more. What is that? That is fuel. So, shall we install, though this is priority number 1, our firewood is also priority number 2. So our, let's see, where would that be? It'd be in resource and production. So let's go ahead and get the woodcutter, and we'll put them right in front of the stockpiles. Should be good. We can actually bump that up to 6 builders. I'm very much so okay doing that. So we should have people. So let's talk about the basics from what I understand. We have some simple, very simple resources. We have logs, fuel or firewood, food, stone, coal, medicine, or herbs, iron, tools, and clothing, and of course liquor, because every good civilization is based around alcohol. We also have your standard health, or your average health and happiness. Health and happiness, I haven't really seen it being affected too much by a lot of things, but yeah. So our main priority, of course, is food right away, because people like to hoard food in this game for some reason. They hog it, and they consume it like gluttonous pigs. But, you know, I guess that's what people do. We're actually doing fairly good on the building process here. We're only 9% on the one I set as priority because that is what the AI does in this game. It is very bad at doing exactly what you tell it to. But it'll get there, and we'll get there. It is a very new game. We can go ahead and assign a woodcutter, probably about now. So there we go. We already have your job over here. What are you doing over there? Yeah, you don't need as many builders. As you see here, they're not really doing too much. The people are very lazy and don't work fast enough, in my opinion. I seem to have closed this by complete accident, so let's go ahead and open that up again. We are in late spring. We are going to be starting summer very soon. We have some nice production going on. So I'll go ahead and set the log and the stone up a little bit. Fuel is fine the way it is. It generally stays pretty okay with 5 houses at 200 capacity. And it stays pretty much at max capacity for most of right throughout the winter. Alright, there we go. We have our first type of food income. That would be the gatherer. I'm going to go ahead and put the most amount of people as possible into that. We don't need as many builders at the moment. But what we can do right now is install this Forester's Lodge. And do this. Let's go ahead and rotate you, my friend, to here. Yeah, that seems good. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good location. The reserve of food is low. That is why we got you. Hey. Alright. Now, what I have read on the Wikipedia page is that a Forester Lodge can work optimally with one person as long as there is a storage in the stockpile within a block of it. So I'm going to make a 3 by 5 or 5 by 3 stockpile right next to it, and we will go ahead and run a road between these guys up, not that far up, but up and over. And there you go. They won't use that road too much just because they would rather just go the shorter distance than the path of least resistance. So as you see, our food is getting what you would consider dangerously low, but then you look inside their house. So, they went ahead and stored, 400 freaking potatoes because they need that right away. They can't leave that, as a community storage project. Ugh. It's awful. Awful, I say. Our very next priority will be actually more food resources. We will install a hunting lodge, as I do believe it is called, right next to this gatherer's hut and this forester. Just because the more food production, the more better. And yes, that is proper English, if you must know. So, the question is, what are we getting low on? Stone, maybe? So let's go ahead and collect some stone back here. That is a lot of stone that we are going to collect. Also some wood. Go ahead and get a layer that trees. Some there, some over there. We are, of course, not building the Forester's Lodge too fast because that would require labor. And this will be a very unique map to play on. I think I can turn this into something good. Great thing is we can put another node like right here. So we got another adult working as a laborer. Right. Reserve of food is low. Alright, we got a forester. We have acquired one, so we will go ahead and throw that right there. And with that building complete, we will install a hunting cabin. Oh, it's not a lodge, it is a cabin. Apologies. And we'll kind of offset it a bit here. And install that right there. And then our next priority will be an herbalist, which we will install next to that hunting cabin. And this would generally be the trifecta that you're looking for really early game production. Your gatherer's hut, your forester's lodge, and your hunting cabin. And normally, if you're not going with an herbalist on the side, you can center that hunting cabin center that and have a nice little T-road. And this works out really good and looks really good as well. And it takes up a lot less space. The less space, the more productive these buildings are. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. They don't seem to early autumn, so it will start getting cold very soon. And I like the next summer or so start adding on my next house. I would say I'd really like them to start building this, you know. But you know, the builders can just, you know, have a couple months off, seeing that they worked so hard building 3 buildings, literally 3 buildings, other than houses. But whatever. Paths. Oh, it shows where people work. That is a very nice tool, actually. So I think our main town will probably expand upwards. Probably. What's the likelihood? Or here. And then we could go over to here. Right. First snowfall has happened. We're actually at a good amount of food production because, as you can see from this gatherer's hut, just an insane amount of food. And this helps keep your civilization kind of happy because they like a diverse food diet. Diverse diet indeed. Generally, people don't work too much in the winter, so we'll go ahead and speed this up to 10 times. Oh, they might actually complete this hunting cabin. This might be a good thing. Oh my gosh, they're gonna complete it. Oh, that's glorious. Alright, we have 3 laborers, and our food is actually holding pretty good. So, I think we'll just put 1 guy into hunting for the moment. For the time being. Well, 2. Oh, no, not a woodcutter. There we go. Another hunter. Let's see. You really try not to infringe upon your trifecta. You like to kind of leave that place really natural, other than, you know, well, mainly in the sense of just having the trees and whatnot. That's okay. Our log, everything's going pretty well, I would say. Let's go ahead and have them start collecting some of this iron here and here, and a little bit more stone. Can never hurt, seeing that we're thinking about adding some buildings in kind of soon. And might as well get some more trees. Another whole little layer of trees would be perfectly fine. We are deforested. Could we fit? It's not optimal placement, but we could fit like just a forester up there. But I think that's where I'm going to expand up to. Or we could expand. I don't know yet. I'm That is definitely in the thought process where I'm going to expand next. I know that I'll be able to place the trifecta, as I have called it, over there. Alright, our health is kind of suffering a tad bit. Alright, we are late winter, so we'll go ahead and start slowing this back down to ×5. Herbalist, right? Yeah. So the herbalist, I would deem it important, but not so much so that it is complete priority. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that there and finish up this road system right there. And there we go. We have that nice area there. Alright, early winter, and we have a good amount of food, so and we have a decent amount of stone. So we'll go ahead and install our very first fancy house. And it will be stone. And we will place it right there. This will actually increase our population. The amount of homes you have kind of really affects the amount of population that you know your town will be allowed to grow, of course, because they tend to like starting families and having children if they have their own house, which makes sense. That would be quite the awkward thing to be doing around your parents, seeing that these are probably one-room houses. 1 to 2 rooms probably. So herbalists, not our priority at the moment. Alright, our food production is really good. And we need to think about expanding quite rapidly, actually. Have that, and could we, in theory, put somewhere in like right, oh, perfect. Oh my god, that would be so perfect. That right there. Alright, that will be a thing. That is for sure. So let's go ahead and check this forester log, see what they're doing. They're not producing too much, but it's one person. Don't expect them to. They're actually getting a pretty good amount of deer and just a ridiculous amount of food. Alright, house should be built pretty soon. So the difference between the wooden houses and the stone houses, the wooden houses are just a little bit more efficient with fuel. And that's about it. They look a little bit nicer as well. I don't know if they burn down. I've never actually had a fire ever. I know they exist. I know it's a thing. I don't know if they burn down. See, alright. Alright, and once again, our builders aren't doing a lot, or enough at all, in my opinion. Let's see, let's go ahead. Alright, we can, of course, clear this place down. We want to kind of keep that natural circle, though, other than the rocks and iron. I don't know if I've said that already, but it seems pretty familiar. So that will be our next location. That'll be nice having them close. We won't really have to worry about a lot of travel and wasted time. Yeah, this is going quite well. I am quite pleased so far, and we already have some people moving in here, and I'm pretty sure they will be having kids very quickly, because if these people can do anything quickly, it is have children, and that is it. That is all they do quickly. So we don't have our laborers doing anything, so I will go ahead and have them clear this area That should take them a while. Clear that of iron and clear that stone. That should take them a little bit of time, which is definitely good. So we should be able to support, 6 families off of one gatherer's hut. We should be able to. Alright, herbalist should be done pretty soon, so I'll go ahead and get one in there. We have one person who's without a job, but they're just over there doing what they're doing, and probably doing a bunch of nothing as well. I complain about the people a lot, don't I? Right. So we got kind of the main thing going on here, and this will help keep people healthy. Go ahead and bump that limit up because I don't really see a reason why we'd have a limit on producing things other than, when they're using another resource. And when you're gathering things, you're not using another resource that someone else could be using. So I think we'll go ahead and install another gatherer here. We'll probably have a slight overlap, which won't be a problem. I'll place you probably like this. Right up one, yeah, right there. And right next to that, a forester, right there, optimal location, and once again, with that storage. Or with the stockpile, I should say. So a 4x5 stockpile, and we shall run a road between here. Very good. And I think the hunting cabin will go there. But we shouldn't have to install another hunting cabin just yet. So alright, this is going really well. I am very pleased. We have some herbs being picked, I would assume. Yes, herbs and logs apparently. They are one and the same. Not, but you know what I mean. Very pleased. We can make a little like fishing village out here, or maybe a trading village, or a trading village here. Fishing village here would actually fishery right here would be really good, I think. These are quite far away. It will take our builders quite some time to get that done. We can actually just kind of reduce reduce the amount of laborers, because honestly not too worried about getting that completed because our stuff is filling up quite easily. Amount of food, we could actually support another person. And we're gonna go ahead and set a house to be built right next to this one. But we will set the priority over here. We'll set that as the priority. And guys, I think I'm going to call the episode there. I think this is very successful so far. We'll go ahead and save it. Put that in that first save slot. And we'll resume from here next episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave message or comment telling me what you think about the series, how you think it's going to go, and how many population we can get in the first 5 episodes. And I guess the person who has the closest guess will I think I have an extra copy of Battlefield 3. So whoever has the closest guess to the end of episode 5, population-wise, I'll I'll give you a copy of Battlefield 3. I don't know if it works, so it's a maybe thing. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.